Tout Bouts Talk with Big Pop and Professor S.
The entire show in an accent.
Can I?
I mean,
Do you want me to? Isn't that like a little ridiculous?
it is an accent. I mean, it's not a good accent, but it's still an accent nonetheless.
Dude, it's horrible.
So let's stick with it. Are you
I
going
need
to
your
tout
help,
now?
Professor.
What are you doing?
I got it. Hello, man! We're filming Tout Bouts episode 6! This is me! I don't know who I am! I'm wearing different things! Green shirt, cool hair, sunglasses.
Some Indian, dude.
I know, I went Indian on that one. Let's just cancel it out. I can't hold it down.
More West Indian, less Indian.
I can't.
All right, you ready?
I can't hold it down.
You ready to introduce us?
Welcome to Tout Bouts episode 6. I'm Professor S with this goofy hair, and this is my partner Carlos B. Rich
With no hair.
with no hair. You up, man. All right. Welcome to Tout Bouts episode 6. I'm Professor S with the stupid hair, and this is Carlos B. Rich, here to give us an idea of what's going on with the WWE Championship.
At the end of this week's Monday Night Raw, John Cena, Ryback, and Punk all stand in the ring ready to sign a contract for Hell in the Cell. Yet Cena leaves the ring before Vince makes the announcement about who Punk will wrestle. And on his way out, he starts the Feed Me More chant, basically letting the cat out of the bag that Ryback is going to face Punk. Big deal. It's painfully obvious that Cena can't wrestle. And not in the normal sense that we all like to scream because Cena, we know, has 4 moves, but in the fact that he is physically unable to perform. Which leads us to the main event at Hell in the Cell. Goldberg versus Punk. I mean, Ryback versus Punk. WWE, if you're watching this, and judging by our number of views, you're not, you are going to be in the home of Bill Goldberg, Atlanta, Georgia. This is an ideal opportunity for you to make this match one of the most memorable of the year, if not ever. But I doubt that's going to happen. Ryback hasn't wrestled a match longer than 5 minutes, and we all know Punk could wrestle over an hour if asked to. But if you plan on having Ryback thrash Punk about a cell for over 5-10 minutes and then just have Punk go ahead and beat Ryback, dealing him his first loss. Or even worse, if you decide to let Ryback beat Punk to take the strap off of him, I'm sorry guys, you're making it painfully easy. I use that word painfully a lot because watching WWE lately is very painful. Another great twist is to have John Cena interfere in the match and take Punk's side. But we also know that's not going to happen because honestly, who's going to sell t-shirts if Cena becomes a bad guy?
Tout Bouts Talk is brought to you by Ryback's Furniture Moving.
Feed me more.
Furniture.
He does. Kobe popped his hips and got rid of a Miz on that occasion. Oh, there you go. There's a toughness. There's a toughness.
SOS, I hear them shouting. SOS, I hear them crying. Them calling to know you woke up in a bad man place. You know, see it.
Keeping the conversation on titles, I'm going to spend some time talking about the Intercontinental Championship. Over the past year, we watched Cody Rhodes change it back to its original form, only to lose it to Christian, who then loses it to The Miz, and now loses it to Kofi Kingston. I have no problem with any of these 4 people being the champion for an elongated amount of time, but the problem is it's not an elongated amount of time. They're just wasting matches, wasting time. The Intercontinental Champion's playing commentator on Main Event and sometimes on Raw, and he's not wrestling. Overall, Miz's performance as a superstar is amazing and should be a top card and a contender for the World Heavyweight or the WWE Championship at all points. And by giving him the title, it definitely added a little prestige that they were going for to give it back. But the problem is that it's just continually switching hands. We could be doing much better, WWE. You should be doing much better. This is the title that Bret Hart, Mr. Perfect, Macho Man, Ricky the Steamboat Dragon, Chris Jericho held for 8 times, Edge held for numerous times, and now it's just floating around and you're just putting it on the next half thing. Not even the next big thing, the next half thing. This isn't a logical course. What you need to do is you need to build somebody up with the title. The title doesn't make the man makes the title, and you gave Cody Rhodes that opportunity and then you stripped him of it. You gave Christian the opportunity and then you stripped it of it. And now you have The Miz who had the opportunity and you stripped him of it and gave it to somebody with 0 mic game.
With an editorial, here is Carlos B. Rich. Vince McMahon, Jerry the King Lawler, Matt Stryker, Michael Cole. These are the people you have wrestling? What's next? JR versus Larry King in a Texas strap match? Where they gotta fetch a bottle of barbecue sauce off a pole?
The time has arrived. We are broadcasting Raw live from my ass.
Come on, WWE. Do you realize that there are young wrestlers out there sleeping in their cars and working full-time jobs just so they can wrestle and entertain in an Armory Hall or Bingo Hall on the weekend? Do you get this? I mean, I realize that these people, like the King and Vince and Stryker, are considered superstars, but maybe you need wrestlers. Other organizations are putting out better product out there. Better storylines, legit grudges that culminate in fantastic matches. These shows are better and they're way more entertaining. Maybe it's time that you put the wrestling back into World Wrestling Entertainment. Because what I'm watching right now, I don't consider entertainment. And the world knows it.
That guy? Fuck that guy.
I hope you're talking to you.
I tried holding that one. It's just so slide. Professor S with his ultimate tout. And I'm going to take off this stupid hair because this is a serious problem that WWE seems to have. Why on earth is Facebook, the WWE site on Facebook, telling us who won in main event on Wednesday? Why? It was Tuesday when you told us. The show premieres the next night. What are you doing? You're ruining it for us. Granted, we can find spoilers and we can talk to people who are at the shows, but there's nothing like getting surprised on TV on what actually happened. Now, we get to see a picture on Facebook. I couldn't just troll and check out the girls that I look at on Facebook or make fun of Romney or something crazy like that. No, I had to see what happened already on the show that I was looking forward to watching. But on top of that, now you're leaking your results. Your own company is leaking the results. That's just bad business, my friend. Really bad business. There's no anticipation buildup when I know what's going to happen before the show even airs. Now, WWE, between that, the pay-per-views, and the fact that Big Show is still on TV, what are you going to do about it? Stop ruining my TV!
Eve, he was talking to you.
Oh my God. Where we both will sit down next to each other. And just as a side note, we'd like to each propose to a diva. Carlos would like to propose to Eve.
Well, I don't know whether I'd like to propose in the traditional sense of, hey, let's get married, Eve. I have a proposal for Eve, but it's more of an indecent proposal.
If I wear this hair, AJ, will you go out with me? I've already told you on tout that I'd sacrifice my sister. I'm pretty much plugging you in everything I do. I do love you. I think the crazy thing is awesome. I think the GM thing is awesome.
Perfect. Right.
I can't get enough of you. I could watch you skip around the ring all night. No pun intended, of course.
I'd like to propose something to Karma.
No, nobody wants to propose anything to Karma. The only thing we're proposing to Karma is that we're actually going to run the other way from Karma.
There's your proposal, ladies. How could you say no to these two guys?
I love you, AJ. I'm not John Cena. I'm not CM Punk, and I'm not Go-Face Daniel Bryan. I'll treat you right. I'll enjoy your crazy, and I don't want anything to do with running Raw. I just want to be there when you get home at night.
Eve, I want you there home at night too, naked. That's it. When we're done, leave. That's my proposal. How do you like that? I have no money.
I want her to leave. I have no money. I don't have money either. That's the whole point of this tag team combo.
You could probably press frickin' breast bench. I want to do the breast bench to you. You could probably bench press me 1,000 times.
Outtakes.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's our proposal segment. In closing, next week, Hell in the Cell prediction show. Tout us and Facebook us with your predictions for Ryberg. That's a good name. We're going to start calling him Ryberg from now on. For Ryberg versus
Best in the World!
and we're going to feature one of your touts next week. For Rasta S, I'm Big Pop, a.k.a. Carlos B. Rich, and we'll see you next time.
Has arrived. We are broadcasting raw live from my ass. Boom, boom. I'd rather watch two old women slap my ass. Woo! That's as tough as a chunk of my ass. Here comes the biggest ass. The big man is back. Jim Ross, 350 pounds. Say hello to my ass. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest spectacle on earth. My ass. 30 men will enter my ass. You know what I mean. The most important thing to a tag team is my ass. I totally agree with you, JR.